What's going on, guys, and welcome to Gotti's Garage. This is not a talking video. I'm just explaining some things before you get to the real video, which the title should indicate what it is. I'm heading to class right now, but this a couple hours ago I was actually making the video. But I just wanted to say some things first. So number one is it is cold outside. It's like 10 degrees. I started working on the car. My nose is running, so I was breathing through my mouth. So just fair warning, I do have some mouth breathing going on. It annoys the shit out of me. So it's kind of bumpy. It annoys the shit out of me, and I imagine it annoys you guys too. So I could do a voiceover, but I figured it wasn't that big of a deal. So if it is a big deal, let me know, and I'll do a voiceover next time that ever happens. Two, I have a lead on some Vortec heads. So I've been looking in the market, and we're still going to start the engine with the current heads and everything. But I've already located a Edelbrock Vortec to carburetor intake for, I think it's like 120 bucks. We're going to cam, and we're going to do some, like, you know, the lifters and whatever else we have to get done, but give us a little bit more power. We're still going to be kind of restricted because of the 600, you know, CFM carburetor, but I just wanted to add that in there, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Subscribe, and please give it a thumb up. I have to be at class, and for some reason it looks a little laggy, but anyways, so it's still cold. I mean, we got a shit ton of snow, but it's not really that bad of a day today. So I am going to get this engine in top dead center. Let you see right here. I have all the, you know, the marking right there, and then I have to keep rotating it until until I start getting compression built in, because that would be the upstroke. Then put a screwdriver in to figure out where top dead center of the piston is. So let's see if I can set you up somewhere. Not the best spot, but it is a spot. So, all right. First things first. I think it was can't remember, 16. And of course this is going to be like a raw footage because I don't have a computer to edit on, just my phone, and the editing softwares aren't really that great on the phone. Alright. Now what I'm doing is just plugging up the spark plug number 1 with my finger. So there we go, we're starting to get the compression, you can hear it. So now what we're going to do is lightly, let's hit my head on there. Oh, my header's in the way, so I'm going to take that off real quick. Lightly without scratching the cylinder wall. Maybe that should be enough. And we should see this screwdriver, you know, come up with the piston. So there it goes. Bending the screwdriver. And 0 on this gauge is right there in the middle. I passed it. It's right there. So the engine is on top center. Get that screwdriver out there. So the engine, you can see the 2 marks. Since I didn't mess with the timing chain or crank or anything like that, it should be accurate, but we just did that test just in case. So it is on top dead center on cylinder number 1. So I have a piece of tissue in there right now because of the snowstorm we just had. I didn't want anything getting in the engine. So I have to go back in the house, take the distributor cap cover off, put it back down in there, get it meshed up with the cam gears, and then we can get the seat properly by turning the engine over, by the crank, turning the engine over, and you should see the distributor fall the rest of the way into the oil pump little turn thing. Cap off the rotor. And all they are these like little screws right here. So you can see that. Oh, I'm gonna need a flathead. Hold on. Okay, got the flathead. Oh, what the hell? There we go, so the cap's off. Now we can install this on the engine. And for right now, even when I get it on, we're not going to put that cap on right now. And we're also going to be tightening it down with a Speedmaster distributor hold down. Uh-oh.
I picked myself to the crispy chicken sandwich.
I have to take this car, which is almost out of gas.
Whether you're loyal to one,
and it's in the yard. But anyways, I have to go to town to get a distributor mounting gasket. Since I completely forgot, I ordered it like 5 days ago, and I forgot to go get it, so hopefully it's there. Big, but if not, I could just return it. Return that. But CarQuest luckily had the right size. So now that the engine is completely timed, I can put the distributor back in, and I'll explain what to do after that. So the most important thing is to make sure that your rotor is pointed at cylinder 1, because on the cap that's what you're going to want, you know, your cylinder 1 to be. And then you're going to want the vacuum line pointed by cylinder 6. So just like that, turn this a little bit more. So now you can see that it's not actually seated in all the way. Zoom in a little bit. It's not seated in all the way. So what I was looking on YouTube, what the trick is since you already have it on cylinder 1, we have it and the gears are meshed on there. So the 2 gears are meshed together. We can actually turn the engine. It will keep it in the same spot until that falls in the rest of the way. And you might have to convince it a little bit by putting just a little bit of pressure on there. Let's get this bag out of the way. Gosh. Okay. So, literally we just turn it by the crank. It's actually going to move that rotor, and then it will fall in the rest of the way when the oil pump screw thingy, you know, that turns with it, falls into place. There we go. So as you can see, we turned it about halfway, and let's get on this other side. It's completely seated down. So that means that it is completely connected to the oil pump. So as soon as that runs, it will turn the oil pump and start circulating oil through the engine. So now I'm gonna get the mounting thing on. Okay, I got the camera set up on the tripod. I'm gonna open up this distributor hold down package. Toss that down there. I know you guys can't see, but now the difficult part oops. Can't get this on here. Definitely gonna have to get a wrench on there, but put this back at cylinder 6 just like that, and we're gonna have to tighten it down more, but at least it is on there. So we are gonna turn this engine back over. You're gonna see this rotor move until it gets back to cylinder 1, or cylinder 1. There we go. So we have the distributor cap all set up. Now we just have to put the cap, or we got the distributor all, hooked up. Now we just got to put the cap on, put an ignition coil inside the HEI cap, hook that wire up, hook up the power, which is going to go straight over there. So the power, and then we're going to hook up one to the tach, which is going to go inside, which if you haven't seen my other video, I'm using my original gauge cluster. So we have that on. Now, of course, we're going to have to tighten that, but it'll be good for right now. And maybe I'll put that cap on just to see how much clearance we got over there. So I'm going to do that. Hold on. Okay, so the coil leads come out right on the front right here. So that's how we're going to want it to sit. Look at that. Just enough room. I'm going to have to bend that little metal up there a little bit, but it looks pretty good. I could have actually set the engine back a little bit further, which we still might do. Because if you see, we got the bell housing right there. We got plenty of room. I was kind of worried about that, but that actually looks really good right there. So I might just move this engine back. It'll make more room for the radiator and fans. I won't have to worry about getting a fan to blow in, but I can actually just put it on the back to, suck in air. But that's all we have for this video. If you guys like it, subscribe, like. Even if you don't like it, like the button and give me a thumbs up. And you guys have a good day.